Muharram, a time of sorrow and respect. Respect for a great man in history that stood up against oppression 1400 years ago, an emblem of the Shia school of thought. The Battle of Karbala is among the world's greatest tragedies, a tragedy based upon a true story. People from all walks of life gather at mosques and Hussainiyas in memory of Hussain ibn Ali, his family, his children, and his 72 companions.
Ashura is not just a massacre that happened 1400 years ago. It is part of the Iranian culture, a culture that is extended across the globe.
The concept of Naz is very popular in Muharram. It is the offering of edible donations in return for needs or requests that were fulfilled. People come back each year renewing their vows to the martyrs of Karbala upon their wishes coming true. People line up not for the food itself, but for the blessings that come with it, as the ingredients were purchased, prepared, and cooked in the name of Hussain and the Ahlul Bayt. It is a public gathering that brings the community together to praise Imam Hussain and the Ahlul Bayt. The mourning of Imam Hussein's martyrdom extends across the globe. And what they endured on Tasu'a and Ashura. On Ashura, when Hussein's children wept in pain and grief upon losing their loved ones, Hazrat Zainab was their only warrior. The battle was over. All the men were gone, trampled upon by the hooves of Yazid's horses. But Zainab was there as the Ahlul Bayt's sole defender. Dragged from Karbala to Kufa to Sham, Hazrat Zainab delivers a sermon in the face of Yazid and questions his treachery against the family of Prophet Muhammad. This is why Shias today will never forget the sacrifice of Imam Hussain. Hussein's endurance and the lessons learned from his bravery continue to live in our hearts. The third Imam of the Shia household, Hussain and his companions went to the battlefield and never returned. The winter cold does not stop the lovers of the Ahlul Bayt from partaking in the grieving ceremonies of Muharram.
Here, we are at the Grand Bazaar of Tehran. We've been hopping from Hayat to Hayat to Hussainiya to Hussainiya.
Son was slain, his family in pain. No soldiers had remained. Women in chains, children in pain. Yazid is to be blamed, but this is not what remains from the land of Karbala. But this is not what remains from the land of Karbala.
Hussainiyas or tekiyas are where people engage in rituals pertaining to Muharram. Various Hussainiyas have their own unique rituals. Tens of thousands of parents gathered at Tehran's Musalla, paving the way for future generations to take a stand for what they believe in, be it love for the family of Rasul or resistance against oppression.
In the commemoration of Muharram and the Battle of Karbala, women play a role, men play a role, the youth and infants and children play a role.
How touching it is to see mothers dressing up their children as Ali Asghar, the 6-month-old son of Imam Hussain, to commemorate the brutal murder of his purity and innocence. What was baby Ali Asghar's crime? Did he really deserve to die that way?
Come here to say to Imam Hussain and his child Ali Asghar, that we love you.
I light this candle for you, O dear survivors of Karbala. May this light rekindle love and peace the world over. Safura Norouzi for Iran.